Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Hakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Rule Web and the greatest honor to his younger brothers in the truth, and peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. And Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. This video from the brother Hopeful Elect 3 on his page. And he put it up this morning, earlier today. And it got 144,000 views at the moment. God love him like how Basham Shai. And before I get into it, if I ain't, I think I said if I ain't say it though, I want to give all honor and glory to our heavenly Father and His only begotten Son Yahweh in the name Bahasham or Yahweh Shai. You know, the name of His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus, which is not His name. And if you call on Jesus when all hell break loose, Jesus gonna be in the same spot He was when slavery happened. You know, nowhere to be found. You know, but the Lord getting ready to bring these devils down, man. And the proof is what we say. You can't refute what we saying no more, man. Anybody who say, "Oh, this ain't the truth," and talking shit, you stupid and you willingly ignorant. You know, you double retarded. You know, because it's evident. Can't nobody say that white people don't rule the earth. You know what I'm saying? These people are in charge of all the money, and they ain't hiding it no more. You know what I'm saying? These different corporations, they letting it be known that the corporations really pulling the strings of the government. They letting all these things be known now, and even above the corporations and these different people like your Larry Finks and you know, all these different people who at the top, Bill Gates and Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, all those different people. Look, man, them motherfuckers, they all Edomites, but they all puppets. You got people above them who don't, get mentioned, who ain't at these different G7 meetings and shit like that, which are your Rothschilds, your Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers, DuPonts, these different top families who's sitting in the background. See these different people like your Larry Finks and Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, them motherfucker billionaires. You got people sitting in the background who trillionaire, multi-trillionaire, you know, sitting in the background on every goddamn thing, on the whole world. The whole world was given to these people. And they got their little flunkies set up to, manage everything. Like your Larry Finks and Jeff Bezos, and then they got all these people in the World Economic Forum and all these different people. All these people, they are all a part of that 1%. I'm pretty sure they all got bunkers, and because they all know what's getting ready to come and what they finna do in the earth. But little do they know that all this shit is gonna fail. And we here to let you devils know, man. Y'all ain't getting ready to go to work, man. All that other extra dumbass shit y'all think y'all finna do, it ain't gonna happen, man. So let's get into this lesson, man. Lord willing, this edifying, and you gotta perceive to be Edomite women, old Edomite women, going in on you devils, man. And this is a sign that your kingdom is gone, man. Because these Edomites want Jake, and the Edomite women want Jake, and these Edomite women are starting to come up against you devils, man. But let's play it. Lord willing, this edifying. Let's get into it.
So here's the entire plot. The very, very wealthy white men read the financiers, the tech bros, and the business men, the white ones, all of them. They, their plan
And she constantly keeps saying the white ones because if you really want to know who got all the goddamn money, it's the so-called Edomites. It's way more Edomites that's billionaires than it is people of other nations. And I ain't talking about 1 billion, 2 billion. No, these people worth 10 billion, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 billion. You know what I'm saying? Edomites are ruling the world. They have all the resources. They have all the money. They have the lands. They over all these different corporations that's running the world. It ain't Jake ain't over Apple. Jake ain't over these different. A nigga don't own a factory, man. You know, Jake ain't doing nothing but selling out and being puppets to mislead the people, man. And they get little doggy treats for doing it, man. That's it.
is to be in charge of the entire world and to have
And they already in charge of the entire world. Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hands of Esau. It'll say that. But it say the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, and not wear them. Who is he? The earth was already given into your hands. You already ruling the earth. You just want more control, more power. You want total control, raw power over the people so you can be as wicked as you want and be oppressive as you want and unjust as you want and just demonic as you want, man. And it ain't gonna happen, man. Yahweh Shai is getting ready to move on you devils, man. And that's why you better hurry your ass up for the Lord pop up and just say fuck you. I ain't letting you even get this shit close to going. I'm just playing. Nah, the Lord is bound by his word. So these things are gonna come to pass what the Lord said. But all that shit Esau think he gonna do, it's not gonna happen, man. This George Jeff this Jetson future he think he gonna bring with AI goddamn running everything and this nigga in the bunker some guy. Nah, man, look, the Lord is getting ready to stop this nigga, man. A lot of these different videos of the future they plan on bringing forth are just videos of future they hope to achieve 20 years down the line. Nigga, you ain't got 20 years down the line. We're gonna perfect this and we're gonna put the phone in people and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. And you nigga, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? I'm gonna get that.
all other people at their service. As ridiculous as that sounds, that's it. What they want are two classes. Forget democracy, it isn't working for them. Two classes of people.
Let me get a couple of. This the book of Job chapter 9 and verse 24. It reads, for Esau, so-called white man, is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So you devils finna lose, man. And the prophets here to warn you and tell you, it don't matter what you do, nigga. You know, Project Looking Glass. Go pull them files back out. Go look back through that. No matter what you do, how you do it, all roads lead to your ass losing and going to captivity. You finna take a real L. See, we taking L's in this world, but we just learning lessons. You finna lose, nigga. For forever. It's over with. You know? And you're gonna be done away with. This the book of Job, chapter 14, verse 5, since I quoted it. It say, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. So the Lord got your days determined. The Lord got your months numbered, nigga. You ain't got goddamn time to all this shit you planning on doing. You ain't got time for that. You ain't got time for all it. You ain't got the like the brother Ayash been going into. You ain't got the resources for all it. You don't got this shit figured out. So you just gotta go with what prophecy allow you to do. You know, you just moving forward to fulfill the will of the Lord, and the other shit the Lord don't want. You just ain't got the things that the necessities you need to pull off a lot of that shit. Lord finna stop these niggas, man. Don't fret. Don't worry. It's gonna get bad, but goddamn, guess what? Hey, it's gonna get better. It say the number of his months are with thee. Thou has appointed his bounds that he cannot pass, nigga. So you got boundaries, nigga. Yeah, you ain't finna get this. You ain't gonna be here 20 years from now, or 2040. What it is? Yeah, 2040. Everybody chill, living in pods, smart cities. This nigga goddamn floating around the earth, goddamn, in a helicopter or some kind of new vehicle, you know, snatching up kids and just doing whatever he want at will, and nobody can do nothing but accept it. This nigga playing you like a goddamn Nintendo Switch. Nah, that ain't this nigga finna lose, man.
Them, the very white, wealthy ones, call them the Epstein class, if you will, touched by God to be the
And those people are middle management. All those people are just middle management. You know, they are the witches and warlocks and different things of that nature. The magi of the Egyptians.
chosen ones. And then there's the workers. Them and the workers. No middle class, no upper class, no lower middle class. There's only the serfs and the kings. The serfs
Yeah, and that's why everything's so bad. And that's why you got Trump jump on there and say, "Well, I ain't worried about Americans' financial situation. The only thing I'm worried about is that Iran don't get a nuke because this is all forgive me, this is all a part of the plan to destroy the economy." And bring all the people who in the middle class down to poor. Ain't gonna be no middle class. You gonna be broke or you gonna be rich. One of the two.
and the lords. And that's their plan. How do they get to that plan? It's simple. It's a bunch of steps, and they're doing them right now all at once. And it goes like this. Oh, wait. Aside from the serfs, the men, to serve them, they want the women to service them. All women, no matter what age. Here are the steps that are already in play.
You know what that mean. You know what that mean. You want them to service them. No, any women, all women, no matter what age. Hey, Esau wicked as hell, man.
One, lower wage, one, sort of. Get rid of useless people. Get rid of useless people. Who are the useless people to them? They are the old, the disabled, the sick, the cut all aid, for instance, to children with disabilities.
And this is wickedness, man. This is pure wickedness. Let me get another one. He wanna just do away with all the, and we've been saying these things, man. The prophet's been warning you of all this, you know. What I man, what I maybe it was this. I just get it because I'm gonna get it anyway. This the book of Ezekiel, Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 8, straight to the point, to say because of unrighteous dealing. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse Yeah, verse 8, straight to the point. It say, because of unrighteous dealing, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people unto another. Yeah, and the Lord is getting ready to translate this kingdom from you Edomites to Jacob. Esau is the end of the world. It's the end of his kingdom. In the beginning that followeth is Jacob's kingdom. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Basically saying the same thing as this Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealing, injuries, and riches got by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another, man. So this kingdom that's currently ruling, the kingdom of Esau, Edom. Why we call it the kingdom of Esau, Edom? Because they the kings of the earth. They the ones ruling in the earth. They own all the money. They making decisions. When you put all these Edomites together, they even above the damn so called Chinese, and you know they the ones who got all the money, man. You're not you got heathens who got money and stuff too, who balling like hell too. But Esau is more number than anyway. Esau calling all the shots in the earth, not no damn China, you know. Like brothers been going into. That's why Trump went to China with all those goddamn tech giants, tech technocrat motherfuckers, tech people, financial people who got all these big corporations and the, they own the corporations that own all the goddamn businesses and corporations and shit. Like BlackRock, Vanguard, those different places, establishments, Edomite establishments. Verse 9 it say, why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such as one set of his own soul to sell. Who did that? My uncle Esau Edom. Because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels, and that's what he did. All for some food instead of just waiting. You know. Verse 10 it say the physician Yahushua cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king tomorrow shall die. Yeah, so these people ruling, they doing this and doing that and getting ready to try to establish this wicked, oppressive, demonic, unjust kingdom. Tomorrow gonna die. Tomorrow they gonna be working. You know. Tomorrow they gonna be the serfs. Tomorrow they gonna be the peasants. Tomorrow they gonna be in the field. When they gonna own nothing and be happy. And I ain't gonna be happy. You gonna own nothing and you gonna be sick through, terrified, petrified, begging for it all to end, and you got a long. It's gonna that 1,000 years, if it's only 1,000 years, it's gonna be a very, very, very long time. Time ain't gonna be moving fast like it's moving fast for us now. No, them hours gonna feel like goddamn half a day.
Disabilities, cut all aid to seniors, cut all aid, and cut all aids to groups that aren't going to serve you, like LGBTQ. So cut all services, cut as far as you can all nonprofits that serve these groups, attack those nonprofits. Get rid of every institution that might protect all of these classes of people.
Yeah, and what's a non-profit? The churches and shit, 501c3ers, you know. So Bishop Nate, y'all, that your covenant with death will not be disannulled, man. Nate, man, you finna get the shit in. All you sellouts, man. You finna get undermined, man. These people are the devil, man. You done sold that at the end. You done sold that for a happy meal. You know what the nigga I sold my soul to the devil. It was a crappy deal. At least it come with a few toys and a happy meal. That's what 2/3 our people, and a lot of these Israelites or top men in Israel amongst Israel, who leading the sheep astray, have sold out.
who do not serve these rich people. So get rid of the press, get rid of Congress, get rid of the courts, get rid of advocacy group, get rid of nonprofits. All of those are underway. 3, get women reproducing because there's going to be a shortage of those white men serving them and black men serving them. There's going to be a shortage of them. So there's a shortage worldwide of new babies, by the way, if you didn't know. So you
And that's why Esau firing a lot of these women. A lot of these different women losing their jobs. And Esau got an elaborate plan, but it's all gonna fucking fail, man. This nigga think that shit gonna go how he going. No, man. You finna lose. World War III is finna consume you, man. Famine is gonna destroy this place. Pestilence. The Lord is gonna slap the joystick, the video game controller out of his hand, man. You know? Shit gonna go completely left.
got to get women reproducing. So, first, of course, no abortion. Second, no birth control. 3, get them out of the workplace, get them out of graduate schools, get them into the house reproducing. That's the role for women in this society.
Yeah, and that's why they making shit so hard. Which women should be their ass in the house any motherfucking way. But Esau gave them that illusion of freedom and destroyed the families. You know, Esau did that on purpose to destroy. Uh, uh, Ultimately, you Negro, Latinos, and Native American household, but it mainly affected so-called Negroes, the Southern Kingdom. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, the most.
Reproduce. Next, destroy public education. They're well on their way to destroying public education by ignoring, for instance, the different
Yeah, and that shit already destroyed, like Apostle called it, the public food system. They teach you a whole bunch of shit. You waste a whole bunch of hours out your day every motherfucking day for how many years? 50? What? No, no, no. You start at 5, from 5 to 18, what that is, about 11, 12 years, somewhere up in there. You spend all them hours, all them years learning all this extra shit that you never use, man. Never. You ain't gonna know. You ain't gonna use 5% of the shit you learned throughout all them years of school. Shit like Christianity, man. Well, I ain't gonna say it like Christianity because you don't learn shit in Christianity. You know, you'll learn nothing in Christianity. You know, but in school, you learn all that stuff. You go algebra and this and that and this and that. You know, all you need to know how to do read, write, and count. And what they should have been focusing on is teaching people trades. You know, who weren't planning on going to college and shit. Finance, but they don't want you to be financial literate. You know.
between church and state, so that private institutions that serve the children benefiting and the attacks on public education have been relentless and quite successful. And finally, lower wages for everyone and raise taxes for everyone but themselves. For themselves,
Lower wages and raise taxes. The unrighteous dealing injuries and riches got by the seat, man. This kingdom finna be translated from one people to another. And the Lord getting ready to set up one over this kingdom, the world. Somebody who is profitable. Who is that someone that's profitable? Yeah, how shy. That's who's finna come. And that's that profitable one. Peaceable one. Who gonna make everything right. And up underneath him, he gonna have his friends with him. His brothers. the 144,000. And they gonna establish righteousness in the earth, and they gonna take down this current world order. And whatever they think they finna bring to pass. All this shit got to go. It's gonna go quick.
It's higher rewards and lower taxes. That's it. It's a many portion review of many portions steps, all of which are happening in real time. The goal, two classes: very, 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 very wealthy, very, 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 very poor. Trump, he's just the clown in charge that can rile up the troops. He's the idiot in charge.
You got that shit right. A real idiot in charge. In which he ain't no idiot. He fulfilling prophecy. Go Trump. We support you in all your endeavors. And they can do whatever the fuck goddamn you wanna do. Because it further proves our point that you ain't shit and you the devil, man. This the book of Habakkuk, chapter 3, 2 and verse uh 1. It say, I will stand upon my watch and answer. I will stand upon my watch. I jump down. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say to me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the table, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for a appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry. Wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. For behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith, by his faith. And it's the point. It say, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Esau Edom, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desires as hell and is as death. Yeah, because he planning on killing off the so-called people with special needs and the old folks and sick people. That's demonic as fuck. That's evil. That's wickedness, man. This man is the devil, man. This man is Satan. This man is the wicked. You can't see? Look at what he doing. Look at his plans. Depopulating the earth. You know? Verse 5 again, it say, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desires as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Yeah, in this new system, that's what they plan on doing, gathering everybody up under this new world order system, and you're gonna have to receive a mark, you know? And that's you putting yourself in subjection unto this, man. That's why they putting a squeeze on this whole setup. They breaking this shit down, to bring in a new world order where they gonna have total control. This old order, this democracy, all this shit that Esau been running with all these years, it ain't working like they want. So now they finna do away with this and bring some more oppressive, you know. It's saying heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, a tunning proverb against him, and say, woe unto him that creaseth that which is not his, and how long? And how long? And to him that ladeth himself in thick clay. Yeah, all this debt, And that's pretty much the point on it, you know. Uh, I think yeah, and this ain't meant to be too long. It's just, something when I was watching this earlier, I was like, damn. It's so evident that Esau is the wicked, and this nigga is um Esau Edom, because according to prophecy, Esau Edom the one gonna be ruling in the end time. No other nation. Esau, the Lord coming to see by Edom. Who is this that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? you know, Speaking about the Lord on his second coming. The Lord coming to visit Esau Edom. This the book of Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 1. It reads, the word of the Lord uh, the word of the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. And it reads, declare ye among the nations, and publish and set up a standard, publish and counsel not. Say, Babylon is taken, Baal is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces, her idols are confounded, and her image is broken in pieces. And that's soon gonna come, because this whole setup that Esau got down, all this shit finna be broken pieces. All them idols, and that main idol is this AI, but that main thing that they want to do is chip everybody. But they finna present AI to you as the judge, you know, as the judge in the earth. Because it is these niggas and created robots that's getting ready to be able to say, oh no, you did this, or you doing too much of that, or you spoke against the governing body. We coming to lock you up. See, AI finna be the motherfucking thing making all the decisions in the earth as a god, you know? And all that shit gonna get confounded. The Lord getting ready to bring all that shit tonight, man. Watch what the Lord finna do to these devils, man. And it's gonna be quick. It's gonna get bad, but it's gonna, hey, judgment. For all our wicked ass people who don't want to repent and hearken unto the words of the Lord, this time finna take you by storm. And you gonna goddamn go to sleep for a while, man. And when you wake up, you gonna see Yahweh sitting on his throne in his glory. Verse 3. I was looking for that precept where it said, I'm against the king of Babylon. But the Lord finna get the king of Babylon, which is DJ Trump. Nero. He gonna be in rulership. This very well the last president. I don't see nobody else being president unless the Lord take this nigga and somebody else worse come in. But this and I it's estimation is this the last president. Esau done with that old democracy, plebeian and patrician, Democrats and Republican way. Which that's what plebeian and patrician is. Democrats and the Republic. Esau done with that Senate House and all these vote. No, Esau getting ready to turn this shit into a straight dictator technocracy. You know, that's where you going with it. Uh, which this going into the destruction of Babylon, but I ain't gonna get all this. I'm gonna go to the other precept I had and just close it out because that's going into. I mean, that's going into the destruction of Babylon, but I ain't gonna get that. This late. I gotta get up. This the book of James. This the book of James, chapter 2 and verse 13. It say, for he shall have judgment without mercy who have showed no mercy, and mercy rejoices against judgment. And Esau is finna receive no mercy. That's why the scriptures speak about Edom. In the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, Edom predominantly seen in great future judgment with no chance of mercy from the Lord. Why? Because look at what he finna do, man. This nigga finna kill off all the sick people like they already ain't vulnerable and they ain't posing no threat to you, man. Why would you kill them? Why not help them? You know, blind people. If you blind, you can't see. You deaf. You mentally retarded. You know, autistic. All these different traits that ain't gonna. You know, you can't do shit for you. He getting ready to slaughter you, man. You know, if not kill you, but he gonna take away all the funding, all the things, the necessities that's needed to aid those people, help those people, which ultimately is like killing a motherfucker, man. You know, so that's gonna lead somebody else to have to take care of. Why are they decreasing pay? You know what I'm saying? And up in taxes, man. The Lord is getting ready to make a move on these people. The Lord is not pleased with the inhabitants of the earth. And if you think he is and you think you can just do what you want, then guess what? You finna see. How about that? You gonna see. You gonna see this goddamn day. You know? This the book of Isaiah, the book of Psalms chapter 50 and verse 16, straight to the point. Because Esau Lord of God this and God that and I'm chosen and we God's You know, Esau, this MAGA group, they on that. They acting like they these renowned Christians. Man, these people are demons, man, and they do not believe in the Bible. But this Psalms 50 and verse 16, they say what? But unto the wicked Esau Edom, Yahweh said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction? And casting my words behind thee. Yeah, because hey, you supposed to be fair when you moving, man. You getting ready to cut funding to these different people and oh shit, you doing Esau doing a whole bunch of wickedness in the earth. Like the Lord ain't sitting back watching. You know? The scriptures speak about an unjust weight as a abomination unto the Lord. All the shit you doing with this fiat currency, the Lord is pissed. But he allows you to do this so you to conquer the earth and rule for your little season, your little constellation prize, and ultimately to bring you down. And now we in the time of the fall of Esau. There be 9 things in my heart that I count to be happy, and the 10th I will utter my tongue. And one of those things was a man that had joy of his children was one, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy, man. You know, and we living to see the fall of our enemy. No matter how it look, these niggas finna fucking lose, man. And they gonna lose horribly. The Lord is finna embarrass these people. They think they got it figured out, but they finna fucking lose, man. All that shit they got planned and they think they gonna achieve, it ain't gonna happen. We here first to tell you it's not gonna happen. So with that, man, Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to end it giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham. Hakodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Rule well been the greatest ever to his younger brothers in the truth. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Kwame Yashala and above. Shalom.